Okay, this is Matt Cutts. It's Monday, about 1 a.m., which means search engine strategy starts in about 9 hours. And fictional writer Tout Smith writes in and says, how would you recommend doing search engine strategies? What tips or tricks can you give us? Because I'm going to the conference for the first time and I want to get the most out of it. That's a great question, fictional reader Tout Smith. First off, I would say go ahead, get checked in. You're going to get probably a bag with like 14 pounds of stuff in it. I would go through there, pick out basically just a little sheet of paper that's like 4 pages that's like, here's the sessions. And I'd pretty much take the rest of the stuff back to the hotel. You're probably checked in at a hotel that's right near the convention center, so just drop everything off at the bedroom. Here's what I do. I take a backpack. Well, I also take my little pad of paper so I can write down feedback, but it's a JanSport backpack. You'll notice it's the exact same kind of backpack that Sawyer uses on Lost, and if I were going to be trapped on a desert island, this is what I would want too, because there's actually 2 completely different pockets. So you can put food and water in one, you can put your laptop and charging kind of stuff in the other. So if your water leaks, you're not going to, destroy it over your laptop. It's waterproof, works very well. You bring a laptop, throw that sucker in there along with the schedule, and then if you go into the expo and you pick up some collateral brochures, you just throw it in there and you're in good shape. I would probably sit down and try to circle the sessions that look the most interesting to you. So just for example, to me, the talk about search landscape, Bill Tanzer, Hitwise is going to be there. So that, I'd love to be a fly on the wall and ask them some questions about, well, do you use paths in your metrics? What do you do with Ajax? Stuff like that. Also on Monday, I think the lunch with the Sitemaps team is going to be pretty interesting. The Sitemaps team just rolled out on Friday a lot of new changes, and in fact Sitemaps has been renamed to the Google Webmaster Central, and so it's now a general Webmaster console. So major props to them for doing that, and maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. And then on Monday we're having a focus group back at the Googleplex, so I have to leave and go home for that. Tuesday, I think the auditing paid clicks, that should be really interesting. On Wednesday, I wouldn't miss the Q&A with Eric Schmidt, and I'm biased because I'm on the panel, but I think the search engine bloggers one should be pretty interesting too. Nothing but Q&A, so you don't have to worry about PowerPoint or anything like that. There's a lot of parties. It's always fun to do the parties. The one thing I would definitely try to get to is our Google Dance. That's Tuesday night. And I'll go ahead and tell you a little secret that not everybody realizes. It's the 5th Google Dance. So we'll have music, DJ, loud, food, all sorts of fun stuff. The part that most people don't know, and we'll try to get signs up, but I think this was a little too late to be in the main Search Engine Strategies program, is that we're going to have another Meet the Googlers session during the party. So it's mostly engineers, but we'll have a couple product managers, people from all over the company, quality, the ad side of things, web spam. We'll have, people who have expertise in AdSense, click fraud, all sort of stuff. And that'll be going on during the Google Dance, in fact, the middle part of the Google Dance. So if you're looking at the cafeteria, where there will probably be loud music, it's sort of up on the 2nd floor and all the way to the right. It's a room called University. It's like a little mini theater. And we'll probably have 10 or 12 Googlers, mostly engineers, answering questions. So if you want to take a break from the loud music and the dancing and sort of talk search for a while, please stop by and say hello. That's probably where I'll be. We'll hopefully have signs, but I'd love to see a lot of people come and ask us questions. Those are the sessions that sounded really interesting to me, but if you're not a search engineer who's been doing it for a few years, you might find other sessions completely interesting, search engine algorithm research, or if you're a marketer, you might want to go to completely different sessions. The one tip that I would give is I would probably say go ahead and sit in the back, because, if for whatever reason somebody starts going all salesy or something like that, then you can just duck out. And the amazing thing about search engine strategies is you do have 4 different tracks going on at one time. So if one track isn't interesting or one particular speaker isn't your cup of tea, you just duck out, go look at another one. And if nobody's good at that moment, you just sit down and do some Wi-Fi, something like that. Overall, have fun. The more people you talk to, the better. If you see my ugly mug around and I'm not walking to a panel or trying to, you know, get ready for the next presentation or something, please come up, say hello, introduce yourself. I'm horrible with names and faces, so you might have to remind me, hey, I'm Incredible, we met in Vegas, or something like that. But usually after a couple times I get it down, and I'd love for as many people as possible to come up and introduce yourselves. So if you're going to be at Search Engine Strategy San Jose, I hope you have a good time, and I hope I see you there.